What's going on, everyone? So Rob Pelinka did his magic. He turned water into wine this offseason and really put together just a championship level roster. I mean, they got size, they got length, they got shooting, they got everything that you could want to go win an NBA championship. And Jeannie Buss, she recently had an interview and she talked about how Rob Pelinka and her basically saw that Denver series and realized, like, hey, we need to go in a different direction. We need to kind of make adjustments, and this is the new direction we're going to go looking forward, which is great because that means the Lakers are going to continue that just size and defensive-minded players, basketball players, guys that can do a little bit of everything, but also have good size, good switchability, and hopefully we don't see any more of those just smaller 7-guard rosters, right? Hopefully we stick to this motto of like 6'6" and above guys, right? Like that would be really nice. But she also gave Rob Pelinka a lot of praise. And Rob Pelinka does deserve a lot of praise. He has been really good. And it's kind of funny to see the narrative and how quickly it changes, which I always think is funny. It's kind of just so many people living in the moment. And look, I've been an avid defender of Rob Pelinka. I mean, it's in the videos, right? In my live streams. I've been called all kinds of names. I've been called, casual. I've been called this, that, and the other. And it's so funny to see the same people that were saying all that stuff praise Rob Pelinka and talk about how Rob Pelinka's the best and this, that, and the other. And look, Rob Pelinka, depending on how the Lakers perform, Rob Pelinka may very well win GM of the year. I think more likely than not, it probably goes to the Phoenix GM just because got Kevin Durant, got Bradley Beal, and if Phoenix is half decent, I think that they kind of get the nod to Phoenix. But Rob Pelinka, if the Lakers are any kind of just decent, then for what he was able to do in the last, 6 months or whatever it's been, has been remarkable. And so he also relayed this. He said, I said over and over that continuity was going to be important, right? This is what Rob Pelinka said after LA managed to retain Austin Reeves, Rui Hachimura, D'Angelo Russell in free agency. After being swept in the conference finals, the Lakers are betting on last year's core, plus solid, if not splashy, additions in Gabe Vincent, Taurean Prince, Jackson Hayes, and Cam Reddish to take the team to the next level. Again, Rob Pelinka upgraded the positions and the players that he needed to upgrade. Basically turned Mo Bamba, Malik Beasley, Troy Brown, and Lonnie Walker into Taurean Prince, Jackson Hayes, Cam Reddish, and I guess Schroeder too. We forgot Schroeder. But into and then Gabe Vincent, right? So I guess Schroeder, Gabe Vincent, Mo Bamba's Jackson Hayes, Troy Brown is Taurean Prince, and then Lonnie Walker, I guess you could say, is Cam Reddish, right? And the Lakers very likely could end up land Christian Wood, which that would be solid. That could be like your Malik Beasley replacement, although different size, different players. But you get my point, right? Lakers upgraded the sort of dead weight, I guess, and turned it into really quality, really solid players that have good size. And I really think Rob Pelinka deserves his flowers. The guy from start to finish has been great, right? Jeannie Buss has even praised him in an interview recently. She was talking about how great he did and how excited she is, and how Rob Pelinka really had a killer offseason. I mean, as soon as all the moves and stuff happened, people were praising Rob Pelinka, and he deserves it. He really does. He deserves all the glory, especially the Lakers winning an NBA championship. He helped build an NBA championship roster. We win the championship. The next year, he upgrades the roster. The entire world is talking about how hand the Lakers the trophy. They're the favorites to win again, right? You go get Dennis Schroeder. You go get Montrezl Harrell, who are 2 6 men of the year. And it was perfect. And the Lakers probably win the NBA championship that year if it wasn't for all the injuries and all just the sickness, right? Because Dennis Schroeder, LeBron James, and Anthony Davis were a plus 15.5. A plus 15.5 when those three were on the court together. It was the best trio in the league at the time. Then Dennis Schroeder gets COVID, And he was never the same when he came back. He just wasn't. And then Anthony Davis, still, we are looking like we are absolutely going to just walk to the NBA Finals again. We're dominating the Phoenix Suns. LeBron James is making Jay Crowder look like his son, even though LeBron James was on like one leg. Anthony Davis, the Suns had no answer for Anthony Davis. He's feasting like he's playing against a bunch of kids. And Anthony Davis goes down, and the Lakers just didn't have enough at that point. LeBron just, with the injuries and stuff. And then he didn't even want to do the Russell Westbrook trade. He had other moves already done. They were in the process of being finalized. The Sacramento Kings thing to go get Buddy Hield and stuff like that. Rob Pelinka had other things. He wasn't, the last thing on his mind was, I'm going to trade everything and go get Russell Westbrook. But LeBron James and Anthony Davis had that meeting with Russ and decided that that's what they wanted. They went and talked to Mommy Jeannie, and Mommy Jeannie said, hey, do what they want to do, which that's what the Lakers do, right? They keep their stars happy. They do, and kind of bend towards their stars. It's why stars like to go to Lakers. So, but in all fairness, Rob Pelinka is the GM, and he got criticized for it, as he should have. But what do you do to correct it? He corrected it. Like last offseason, there wasn't all the free agents that there were this season. Like last year's offseason was awful. The Lakers basically got everybody that they could have gotten last offseason. And it just was terrible because there was no real quality free agents to bring in. And Rob Pelinka said, trust me, just give it time. I'll figure it out, right? I was doing this, that, and the other. And look what happened. He ends up making a great move, turns water into wine, goes and builds a roster that is able to make it to the Western Conference Finals. Like, the guy did exactly what he's supposed to do. Has he had hiccups along the way? Has he had, questionable things? Of course. Of course he has. But all GMs do. Look, some of the best GMs in the world, like Sam Presti, like all these guys, they've never even won an NBA championship. And, you hear all of this praise for so many GMs in the league, and it's like, what have they done? At least Rob Pelinka has won an NBA championship. At least year in and year out, Rob Pelinka seems to make stuff happen. Right? Like, it's a trial. Like, Rob Pelinka's had more success in the last, 5 years than what many consider the best GMs in the league their entire careers. So, of course he deserves players. Of course I'm going to continue to stick up for him. Of course I'm going to continue to defend him because he deserves it. The guy's proven time and time again he deserves it. And now he's getting all this love and all this praise, which he should. He should get the flowers because he did the good thing. And I get it. If something happens and, he makes a questionable move again and it doesn't work, then, it's going to happen. But you got to take risks from time to time. Now, I don't think Russell Westbrook was the proper risk, but still, I get the idea. I get the want behind it and the thinking and the logic behind it. I do. It kind of was one of those things that was like, I don't know how this is going to work, but still, it was something that, okay, LeBron wants to play off the ball more. The one concern and issue that you have with LeBron James and Anthony Davis is playing games. Russell Westbrook, you never have to worry about that. If you can figure it out and make it work, you'll probably win an NBA championship. And it just never came to fruition, right? But Rob Pelinka's done a hell of a job. He deserves his flowers, which is why I want to make this video. But anyway, as always, this is a discussion, so I pass the question on to you. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. What do you think? How do you grade Rob Pelinka this offseason? What are your thoughts on him? I've given him his praises for sure, but after what Jeannie said about him and kind of just how he did a great job and all that stuff, I really do. I think he did a fantastic job. I'm pumped to see how the Lakers look this season. Right? We got so much talent. We are literally championship or bust now. Where last year there was a lot of question about can we at least make the playoffs? Right? No, this year, you look at this Lakers roster, and it's like, man, this roster could end up, if everything goes well, this roster might not even be fair. So, got to give Rob his flowers. But because he really did have himself quite the offseason. He really did put together just a very competent roster. And hopefully this is, again, the standard going forward. Hopefully this is the direction the Lakers stick to the rest of the way. They should be able to keep most of these guys, but we'll see. We'll see how it all plays out. Anyway, again, love your thoughts and opinions. Let me know down in the comments.